Hi, Mr. Miklik here. We're going to continue our discussion panels with our students. I want to bring a discussion panel around students that have opportunities to get a youth apprenticeship option in manufacturing. This is a very unique discussion panel. As we look at Connect Academy College, career, community connections, one of the things we want to do is open up opportunities for our students to be successful. Each panelist on here has either started their internship experience in their junior year or is currently a junior. So we're going to talk about what their experiences look like and what their next steps are going to be. So the first question we want to field to our panelists joining us today is, what is Connect Academy to them? Alex, could you tell us a little bit about what Connect Academy is to you?
Hi, my name is Alex, and Connect Academy, I've been involved in it since junior year. I'm now a senior. It's just been a great experience to get real life work experience in manufacturing. I've worked at Impro and Soil in their manufacturing sectors, and it's just been a good experience.
So Cody, what has Connect Academy been to you as you've been a junior and senior in high school?
So Connect Academy to me, I started my junior year, as you said, and now I'm a senior, and I was able to work in the manufacturing sector at Impro Corporation in Muskego, and yeah, it's given me a lot of opportunities to figure out what I want to do after high school.
Colin, how about you? What is Connect Academy to you?
Connect Academy to me was just all about creating opportunities. Connect Academy opened a lot of doors for me. I started working at Impro my junior year and soon found out about Connect Academy, was able to start getting credits for working, which for me was a big deal. So overall, it's been a good experience and just creating opportunities to meet people.
Bella, how about you? What's the Connect Academy to you?
Well, I started Connect Academy this year, and I work at Northern Gear, and it's just showed me a lot about the manufacturing industry, and has given me lots of opportunities to meet and talk with people that I wouldn't have before. And I think it's really cool how you can get credit for basically working, which I would have been doing normally without it.
So all four of you hit on something that I think is really powerful, and I want to talk a little bit more about. Was the key word was opportunities. And we talked a little bit before we came on stage here today to do this presentation today. And each of you have a unique experience and potentially a different path after this experience about where you're going to go. So I know Alex and Colin talked a little bit about they're currently working for a manufacturing partner. Alex was at Impro in his junior year, and this year's at Wisconsin Cold Springs, and Colin is still at Impro working there. But I know both of these individuals are going to go into what we said, mechanical engineering. Is that correct, guys? Just give me a head nod if that's right. Yep, mechanical engineers. So I'm going to start with Colin on this. Colin, how has an internship in manufacturing with Impro help prepare you for a future career in manufacturing?
So it's prepared me just by being able to use my problem solving skills. You know, if a problem presents itself, being able to work through it critically and solve the problem without having to, go to someone who might know. Mechanical engineers also work with their hands a lot. So being able to work at Impro and manufacturing, being able to, learn how to use tools and figure out the proper way to use things will help me in the future and not, have to get maybe I'll be able to jump a little bit sooner than some of the other kids who might not have had experience working with that before. So just overall, the problem solving is what I feel like I'm going to take the most out of it.
And Colin, just keep your mic unmuted. And I think you hit a key point too for engineers and mechanical engineers specifically. Like you are going to be working with your hands and doing different jobs. And I will agree with you 100% that the more you have the aptitude to be a tactile learner and work with your hands, the sooner you're going to make career advancements within the field of manufacturing. Because not only can you use your brain, but you can use your hands, and that's going to be highly sought after in the future. Alex, how about you? Mechanical engineer, how has this helped you prepare for a future in that field?
Just hitting on Colin's point of using my hands in manufacturing, I'd like to continue my education and advance as a mechanical engineer. it's just been super helpful to see how manufacturing processes are done and learning what different engineers are doing in the companies that I work for. And it's just been a huge help.
So next I'm going to go to Cody. So Cody, we talked a little bit before getting up here on stage and bringing you on, and we're in an internship in manufacturing, and you're thinking a career in journalism, correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
So, to the people sitting on the outside, they might think there's no connection, no relationship. Is there a relationship, and has this internship kind of helped prepare you for your next steps?
Well, yeah, there is a correlation. So, being able to work at Impro and being able to work with like an actual employer and being able to get like actual work experiences in a real life workplace was very helpful to me. And both my parents were in the manufacturing field their whole lives, so I was kind of, I don't want to say like born into it, but I was kind of like born into the field. And I don't know, like they're letting me go free with whatever I want to do, but being able to be in the workplace and communicate and being at such a big corporation such as Impro and just seeing how they operate and what they hold their workers like standards to, like the high standard that they have, is just a good thing it's a good experience to have.
Yeah, and I'll mimic off of what Cody's saying there too, and I'll say this to every student out there watching this today. Definitely keep all doors open. Like, just listen to Cody on where he wants to go, potential journalism, but working for a large manufacturing corporation is helping prepare him with some of those soft skills he's going to need in the future. So now, Bella, we're going to cut last question in these lines here for you. So you're a junior, you're going to be a senior next year. You're going to be back in our career internship program. Since doing the Connect Academy here in your junior year, has it helped guide you or make you find that maybe you want to do a career switch next year?
Yeah, I think actually being able to go into a career and experience what it has to offer instead of just kind of guessing from the outside, but actually being able to learn things as you're working through it, it helped me figure out what I want to do next. And it has shown me like what I am interested in and what I am actually like not as interested in as I thought I would be, because it's a lot easier to tell once you actually go in and experience it for yourself. So I'm kind of looking more into the building trades, but manufacturing has helped me like learn more about my options, and also just like using tools and being able to communicate with people has also played a big part in like what I've been doing.
Those are great parts, Bella, and I couldn't have said it better myself. Is just getting out there to learn what you want to do is key. Sometimes sitting in a classroom or talking to people, you think you know what you want to do or what the job entails, but you won't actually know what it is until you get out there and then spend at least a year or 450 hours kind of doing that sometimes. So great questions from everybody there. Next question I want to field to the team is that, were there any courses in high school that you feel kind of help prepare you for your internship in manufacturing, or kind of prepare you for next steps to help make those decisions about what you want to do? Cody, we'll start with you this time.
So for me, just speaking in terms of working in a manufacturing workplace right now for my internship, I would honestly say like wood shop classes and autos classes are the best because they allow you to work hands-on, and that's like one of the biggest things that's entailed in a manufacturing workplace is being able to work with your hands and solve problems. So I would honestly say those courses help me the best.
Bella, how about you?
I also agree. I think the woods classes and also the construction and blueprint class has helped me a lot. It, like Cody said, it's given me like being able to work with my hands and just doing different projects. And like when something goes wrong, just being able to learn from that and figure out how to fix your mistakes. It's helped with like problem solving.
So now, Bella, just because we've been working together here for the last year, what other opportunities are you exploring when it comes to courses potentially outside of Muskego High School next year?
Next year, I'm planning on taking 2 classes at WCTC to continue like going into carpentry and looking over there, since there are only like Woods 1, Woods 2, and independent studies. So there's other options outside high school that you can take as well.
And I'm going to do a quick plug here on this discussion panel. If you have not yet watched our chatting with our counselors, we talk about those Start College Now options and CAP and ECCP and all those different opportunities that are out there that Bella's taking advantage of next year to help get you some college coursework and guide you along your path in the future. Colin, back to our initial question, courses that you feel really kind of help prepare you for the work experience and internship that you're doing.
One class that I took that really prepared me was the robotics class. Because when we were building the robots, there was a programmer and electrical and then the mechanical side of it, and like learning and being able to experience all those different things. I found out like that I was best at mechanical, like building the robot and making it work to the specific designs of the electrical and programming person. So for me, the robotics class was definitely something that helped.
Okay, Alex, is there any course different that these three have not hit on yet that you think would help kind of guide people, whether they're going to be an engineer, going to do a manufacturing internship, whatever it might be?
I would just like to like the engineering courses that are offered at the high school, such as like Principles of Engineering, which had some elements of robotics in it, and you're just learning. You get some hands-on skills with that. And just right now, I'm taking 3D technical drafting, so just learning different how machine parts are designed just helps get a better understanding.
Thank you for that. Now, the next question I have for you is time management. Okay. A lot of you I'm hearing are taking rigorous courses. Bella's potentially going to WCTC next year. You are also working for an employer. I know some of you are involved in extracurricular activities as well. How do you balance work and school and all the things that you're doing? We'll start this question with Alex.
It can be tough at times, just with courses like AP courses and or accelerated courses at school, and then going to work right after, and then sometimes having like sports, like I play volleyball and baseball, so sometimes you have to like balance out practices and stuff, and then just having homework time and just time for yourself. You just got to stay on pace and stay on top of things and stay organized.
Cody, how about you? How are you balancing everything?
Yeah. So, I've been balancing it pretty well. One of the biggest things that helped me was definitely how senior year, through Connect Academy, I'm able to have early leave. So also with COVID, study hall first hour, I don't have to come in. So I come in later, I leave earlier. I can go to work earlier. So that just frees up more time in my day. And then speaking on like last year when I had more classes and such, I was heavily involved in baseball, but I ended up kind of sacrificing that for my job. And so I ended up quitting that. But honestly, like as Alex was alluding to, just staying on top of your work, and it'll be stressful at times, but I've been able to stay on top of things.
And I'll say too, Cody, I know you sacrifice baseball a little bit, but one of the great things I always say about the Muskego-Norway School District is we have a lot of options and opportunities, and sometimes we do have to choose, unfortunately. But I would say part of the benefits of the Connect Academy program is we try to help you balance it all, so that if we can let you leave early or late start to school, so that potentially you don't miss some of those extracurricular activities. Am I safe in saying that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Colin, how about you? How are you balancing the work-home life?
Pretty much exactly like you just said, time management, just keeping track of all your stuff, making sure you're not falling behind. What helped me is like keeping to like a strict schedule, like if I have 15 minutes at the end of class and like I have homework time, like you can get a lot done in 15 minutes when you really just put your head down and get to it. So just taking like little times in the day and just time management has really helped me stay on top of it, keep my grades up, and manage like my work and family relationship.
And that's a great point by both these parties right now. They're talking about time management. One of the things I see coming from our evaluations and reports from our employers is ability or quantity and quality of work that people do. And sometimes it's how do they balance their time management to make sure they're meeting the demands of industry. And the sooner you can learn how to balance all things, the more successful it's going to help you be in life. And I would say all four of these individuals definitely have a jump start on it, because I watch what they do every day, and they're doing some great things. So Bella, how about you? How are you balancing everything as a junior still in high school, working and doing the other stuff that you're trying to do?
I think it really helps that I have a study hall first hour. So I come in because I know I'd get more work done while I'm at school. So I can save things for like the next day and work on it in the morning, or I'll get all my homework done the night before and then just be able to work ahead so I don't have to worry as much. And it also helps that my employer is really flexible. So if I have a meeting after school or something, I can say, oh yeah, I can't come in this day, but I could come in, let's say I'm off Friday, so I can come in Friday instead of Monday. So that's really helped me a lot. And like other people were saying, just like managing your time well. And if you have time at the end of class, I have a lot of classes where it's just like, you'll do notes for half the class and the other half you get to work on the rest of the assignment. So that's been helpful, just being able to get a lot of my work done during school hours so I don't have to worry about it after work.
And I think Bella just hit on a pretty big point too. She talked about she reaches out to employers if she has to adjust or move days. One of the benefits about working through an internship with the Connect Academy and the Muskego-Norway School District is we have a relationship with these partners. And so they come to us and they work with our students, understanding that you are a student first, so that if you do have, if you know, you learn those communication skills early and talk to them, 90% of our business partners are flexible with our students so that they can meet the needs of their education, their extracurriculars, as well as their work experience. Now I kind of want to go to one of our last questions here, and we had a question here. I know 3 of you have already talked about you have post-secondary plans because you're seniors and you're going to be going to a 4-year university. One of our panelists is still a junior and kind of deciding what her next steps are going to be. So with the 3 that are going on to post-secondary education, the realities are there's a financial obligation associated with next steps and degree. So the question I have for the panels here, and you can all shake your head, is are these paid experiences? So as we talk about these being paid experiences, they're not only getting high school credit, they're also getting money for their time spent on the job. This is a component that sometimes we don't always talk about, on how hopefully everyone's being fiscally conservative, saving their money to prepare for that tuition fees they're going to have next year. But definitely as we bring that time into the day, there is a lot of money that can be made. I know if we just break down an average of 450 hours is a requirement for a youth apprenticeship option, which all 4 of these panelists are a part of. If we took 450 times the average of what most students make, that puts our students somewhere in between like $3,000 to $5,000 made over the course of a school year, which is a lot of money to kind of help them financially put ahead. But as young adults, you have to be smart with your money and save it so that you prepare for those next steps. The last thing I kind of want to ask each panelist, and we'll just go around the table, any other piece of advice you'll give a future Muskego High School student about your experience, the program, things that they should look for, courses, or just other things like that out there. So I'll start with Alex. Any other piece of advice for future Muskego High School students?
I would say for advice for students that are looking to explore in their careers, definitely like get involved with Connect Academy, because you can just like you can dip your feet in your career and just learn a lot about it, and then at the same time just take classes that are going to be raw feel of what you're getting into.
Great piece of advice. Colin, how about you? Piece of advice for future students?
For me, I would just tell them, keep your mind open to different opportunities. Don't be afraid to expose yourself to new ideas. And also, I know we were talking before about relationships with your employer. I think it's really key to, have a good relationship, just so like if you need a day off, just to, do your homework, or, you're just busy, like them like letting you do that should just be like it's a nice thing to have. So just relationships are key, building new relationships and then not being afraid to open yourself up to new ideas.
Those are some great points. Bella, how about you? Piece of advice.
I would say take classes at the high school that like apply to what you want to do later in life, because they'll help you, and those teachers also have connections. So you can build like relationships, like Colin was saying, and just like connect with more people. And you can also like gain key like skills and experiences that you'll need to be successful in the career you want to go to earlier than other people would if they would have waited till after high school to look into their like career.
That is a great point, and I just want to hit on that. My research still shows that the number one way employers hire individuals, no matter what level or type of job, is through connections and relationships. Networking is key to your success. So utilize the resources that you have at a young age, me being one of them, and my networks and my partnerships, as well as any other staff in our building. We want to see you all succeed and be successful. So if we have someone that can help you, just ask us and we'll definitely point you in the right direction. Cody, last one here. Piece of advice for future Muskego High School students.
Yeah, going off of what you just said, I would say, honestly, the biggest thing for me was just like when I joined Connect Academy, the experiences we had, such as the mock interview with the actual employer and the luncheon and the job fairs, just being able to go around, talk to different people from different sectors of different workplaces, honestly, to me was the biggest thing, just because I was able to explore more on what I wanted to do after high school. So I would just say, in general, keep your mind open.
All great points. Thank you to everyone for your time today. I appreciate it. And best of luck to you in the future in your next careers. Have a great night.